Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle at the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh!
For the third time in 6 seasons, it's one goal achieved. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. Bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in on this hump day edition. I am fired up. Hey, listen, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, excellent. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, guys. Go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now you can tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI Shy. Now, follow me is a little tough on Facebook, Sierra.2025. Still trying to get access to it. On Twitter, I'm at ShawnSierra33. But on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok, I'm at the Shawn Sierra. Got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So leave a question or comment on the platform you're watching it on. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. In that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it. Just bring it. Let's check the chat. Chat is jumping already. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. Junior's in the house. He said, will Dexter be here a week from today? Like Shawn. Mr. Southside himself is in the house. What up on a hump day? Bear down. Southside stand up. FGB. Man, Mr. Michonne Walls. Man, Michonne, man, I was... CrossFit today was a son of a gun. Whoever programs this, they're a son of a bitch, man. It was a horrible, horrible sequence. So on Monday, so my legs are dead today, just dead. On Monday, we had heavy squat. Yesterday, we had deadlift. We had heavy bench and heavy deadlift. And then today, he's got us doing jump rope and air squats and dumbbell snatches. I'm like, bro, give our legs a rest. You don't work out legs 3 days in a row, especially with two heavy days, heavy squat and heavy deadlift. Man, my legs are just dead. Dead. Man, Michelle, I thought of you. I'm like, man, thank God we didn't have to do burpee because I would have been cussing you out. My man Cornelius Scholes in the house. Good morning, my man. Since top of the morning, Shawn Sports Zoners. Cornelius is in the house. No burpees, Michelle. No burpees. Thank goodness. Well, listen. I don't know a lot about a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples. We got a lot to talk today, man. Holy cow, we have a lot to talk today. We got Cubs. We have White Sox. Have a little WNBA for our guy Rick Gonzalez. You know Rick loves WNBA. We got Bears. The Bears should be heading out to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, as they prepare for their game on Saturday against the Tennessee Titans. And they're having a joint practice this week like they did last week. And we're going to talk about it. Just two other things. A judge in Louisiana passed a ruling that a few kids, was it 5 or 6 kids, can go back to LSU that were given extra year of eligibility, and the even if you're drafted or on a pro roster, even on a pre, if you get cut, you can go back to school. That is insane. We're going to talk about that. And then NBA player Enes Kanter, former NBA player, I think. I don't think he plays anymore. Was in an altercation with Natasha Cloud at the Chicago Sky game the other day. And it's interesting. It's quite interesting. There's a lot to talk about regarding that. A lot to talk about. So do me a favor, put your politically correct pants or jacket or hat, go check that at the front door, because we're about to get deep into it. And this is just for sport. But there's got to come a point in time where you got to draw the line. You have to draw the line. And what was interesting is Natasha Cloud felt disrespected, upset that he was there. He had a T-shirt on that says, woman. It had the definition of a woman as female. And she had an issue with it because there are some transgender people who want to play in the WNBA. So it's going down a slippery slope. And we're going to talk about it a little bit. And I think that we can discuss it like adults, regardless of your stance, either left, right, kind of adopt both or some ideologies of either side, because that's where I'm at. I have a lot of beliefs from each side, from conservative, from liberal. And it's just, this whole thing is ridiculous. The W should just come out with a ruling. If you are a trans, you cannot play in the WNBA, period. End of story. Sorry. There have been The backlash that I may get, I really don't care. But to have a guy transition to become a woman and play in the WNBA, that person would dominate. And, you know, fine. If you want to do what you want to do to your body, that's on you. I couldn't care less what you do to your body. But in the arena of sports, things have to be separated between male and female. Because the physical aspect is just too great. The disparity is just too vast, too large, too advantageous. So I don't understand why WNBA players would want transgender people in the WNBA. I don't. I mean, I know people have talked a lot about Brittany Griner and she a trans, whatever, fine. But imagine someone like Joel Embiid. Someone like that, of his size, decides to transition and go play in the WNBA. Do you think there'll be anyone in the league who can stop that person? No. The size, the strength. And I know they've taken hormones, but it doesn't matter. Your frame is your frame. Your size, you're still going to be strong. So I don't understand why women in the WNBA would be okay with having transgender people play in the WNBA. It boggles my mind. And if you want to talk about, well, inclusive and this and that, listen, you're still a man. DNA dictates you're a man. Now, I know you cut it off and you sewed it up and now you have a pocket instead of a sword. I get it. You take all these shots and the DNA you still contain is that you still have an XY chromosome. You are a man. She's a man, baby. So I don't get it. Why would you want someone to come in your league who has an unfair advantage? That's literally saying, you know what? High school seniors can play against 8th graders. A varsity basketball team, football team can play against 7th and 8th graders. It's literally what they're saying. You see some of the size of these high school kids, juniors and seniors that are on varsity, going up against 7th and 8th graders, they have no chance. So what Enes Kanter was doing was protesting that. He doesn't think that transgender people should be in the WNBA. And why Natasha Cloud got upset about it, I have no idea. He's actually trying to protect women. He's actually for women only playing in the WNBA. So why she got upset about it, I don't know. See, sports used to be a place where we go to get away from our problems, and now problems are coming into sports, and that's bothersome. Leftist ideas, right ideas, ideologies from each side are coming in, and it's frustrating. Cornelius, you're right. He says, I enjoy watching WNBA, but the issues that are causing the controversy is virtual non-existent in reality. Yes. Like they're always, this is the problem I have. There's always drama, always dumb shit. Dumb shit. You know, it bothers me. I guess it annoys me more than anything. Not bothers me. It annoys me. That you want to do this to your body, cool. But don't do it for the advantage, for the sake of going to play basketball against women so you can dominate. Here's my thought then. If you want to be equal, cool. Guess what? The WNBA has their own league. How about you start a transgender league and all the players are transgender? Now there's an even playing field. That is an even playing field. Good luck getting fans. Now we'll see how tight, how strong the LGBTQ community is. Are they going to go to your games? Are they going to buy season tickets? Are they going to buy merchandise? Are they going to pay? Are they the ones going to be watching on TV so you can get TV deals? So you got to understand it's about money. No one's going to want to watch that. And no one wants to watch someone dominate the women's league who's not a woman. Nobody. Again, that'd be like watching a varsity high school team play against a 7th and 8th grade grammar school team. It's not even fair. And so why people are upset about it, why WNBA players are upset about it, I have no idea. That I'd like to explain to me. That I would like explained to me. Because physically, there's no match. None. Like, we joke about, remember Larry Johnson, Grandmama? What if someone like that decided they wanted to transition? Now, mind you, they'd lose some of their strength, but they'd still be so much stronger than everyone else. Like, imagine a Larry Johnson, Karl Malone, a Shaq. Decides to transition and play in the WNBA. It just isn't fair. So what the confrontation was about at Wintrust Arena the other day, I have no idea. Enes Kanter does not want trans women playing in the WNBA. And Natasha Cloud, does she? I don't know. I don't know. He's in support of women only playing in the WNBA. So what's the problem? What's the problem when one of these ladies, these transgender people, come and take your job because they got a quicker handle, because they're quicker, they're stronger, they're faster, and they take your job? You put it right. The best woman boxer a minute against Mike Tyson in his prime. Yes, and it's Mike, psycho. Chicago Public Schools at its best. I would be scared to watch something like that. I probably would, but I'd be scared. Someone like Mike Tyson transition and want to be a boxer. Oh my God. Because there are some people, some guys who did become boxers. Then there's a swimmer. Come on. This is just nonsense. And again, why Natasha Cloud was upset about it when Enes Kanter was supporting women only being in the WNBA? I have no idea. I have no idea. But you're going to mess around and allow transgender women to play, and all of a sudden there's going to be a problem. Jobs will be lost. And they aren't even great paying jobs. They just redid the CBA and got more money. So now you're getting more money. So now you're okay with losing your jobs to transgender people? I don't know. Again, it's a slippery slope. But if you want fair, that's not fair. If you want equality, okay, then start the transgender league then. If you want equality. But don't give me this nonsense that they should be in there. I don't believe they should. It's dangerous. I mean, look at guys in the NBA getting hurt, and they're the same size as other guys. Imagine getting a person in the WNBA who's as strong as a man playing against women. Some of the injuries that'll happen. Come on. Hard fouls. Fighting for a rebound, you whip the girl, you whip the young lady across because you're so much stronger than her, because you're going for a loose ball and you both have it at the same time. There's so many different things. Interesting point. Junior says, why wasn't she fined or disciplined for going after someone in the stands just for wearing a t-shirt? That's a great question. That's a great question. It is freedom of speech. It wasn't derogatory. It wasn't degrading. It wasn't disrespectful. But you, as a professional, he didn't say anything about you. You may or may not. I don't even know if she's a player that's gay or not. I didn't do with it. Like, why are you? He's on the side of women only playing in the WNBA. So why is that an issue with her? I have no idea. Cornelius says, I agree. They should just start their own league. If they can sell that, more power to them. But I doubt it. I doubt it too. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But listen, we're gonna take a quick break. All right, on the other side of the break, we'll get it crack-a-lacking. We'll get it jumping with top of the morning segments. All right, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Operator 901, where's the emergency?
127 Brynmere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, It looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Baseline's wide open for Antonacci. The 3-2 pitch. Lifted into shallow left. Twisting. Down and fair. Antonacci takes the big turn. Here's the throw. Slide. The ball gets away.
He's out dead to rights.
You can see Foscue there just trying to fight the ball off a little bit. Could not haul it. Miguel into left. Langford lets it drop, and the White Sox will load the bases. Ball gets away, and into the stands. The Sox will score 1. 2 miscues for the Rangers in the first, and the Sox take an early lead. Montgomery pops it over a pulled-in infield. The Sox will get one more. Mooney to the plate. Braden delivers. 2-0 White Sox. Already lead by 2. That ball off the hands and down into right. Vargas will come in to score. Jersley waves around Braden Montgomery. Tristan Peters stays hot.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Chicago Sports Network. Those were the good guys on the side yesterday. With a game that was a lot closer than we would have liked it. Sox scored 6 runs in the first inning, bottom of the first, on Jacob deGrom, one of the best pitchers in baseball in the last decade or so. Got to him. He just got to him. And, you know, this is the crazy thing about baseball and about sports. This is why you play the games. Even one of the most dominant pitchers of our time can have an off night. And he did yesterday. And the White Sox took advantage of it to the tune of 6 runs in the first. Texas, to their credit, did not stop playing. They kept coming back. And the one thing that I said after we scored the run and we were going to the top of the second, I said, we got to keep adding runs. I said, it's 6 runs early. If it would have been 8 runs or maybe 10, okay. Then I can exhale. But 6 runs, 1 run here, 2 runs here, another 2, boom, now we're 6-5. Because you had the rest, you had 8 innings left for them to do work. So they did. They came back. But the White Sox kept extending, which was great. We're going to talk about that. Junior says Patty and Monica agree or started cracking up with the pocket and the sword comment. I got to keep it PG. I got kids watching. But guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
She won't come just when you want it. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Let's see, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Which way do we go? You know where we're starting. We're starting on the south side, baby. South side. South side, stand up. You know it, baby. The White Sox. The good guys from the south side, they outlast the Rangers 11-7 yesterday over on 35th and Shields. Anthony Kay got the start. He was 1 out away from qualifying for the win. He got a no decision. 4 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 punch-outs. Tristan Peters, have a day, young man. He was a triple away from the cycle. He was 3 for 3, a single, a double, his 26th of the year, a homer, his 11th of the year, and not 3 of them. 3 RBIs, his 48th, 49th, and 50th RBIs of the season. Sam Antonacci says, I got you. I'm right on your heels. He was 2 for 4 with a double, his 19th, a triple, his 3rd, driving in his 38th run of the year. Miguel Vargas, he was 2 for 4, just being consistent. 2 base knocks, driving in his 75th RBI of the year. And Chase Mydroff was 3 for 5, driving in his 50th RBI of the campaign. Keeping it moving, staying with the White Sox. The next top of the morning topic, the White Sox hosters in the rubber match tonight. First pitch is at 6:40 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on Chicago Sports Network or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. It's 1000 a.m. The probables for tonight's game for the Rangers. Mackenzie Gore, who's 7-9 with a 4.26 ERA, going up against who's now the ace of our staff, Shawn Burke, who's 7-6 with a 3.27 ERA. Yesterday was Chuck and Ozzy bobblehead. It was CHSN night at the ball game. A lot of things around the stadium, and then had the giveaway, the bobblehead giveaway, the Chuck and Ozzy bobblehead giveaway at Rate Field, which was pretty cool. And $5 Tuesday. So there's 6 items. Remember, it's Modelo beer, Coke products, Coke, Sprite, whatever. Slice of pizza, hot dogs and Polish sausage, nachos. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. One other, I always forget that 5th thing. Son of a biscuit. Son of a biscuit. I can't think of what that 6th thing is. I forget the 6th thing all the time. That was in full effect last night. Next top of the morning topic, keeping it moving. Cubs. Late night. The Cubs get walked off by the Arizona Diamondbacks 5-4. Clay Holmes got the start. He got a no decision. 7 innings, 2 hits of shutout baseball. 2 walks, 5 punch-outs. Michael Busch, 2 for 3 with a double. His 23rd of the year, driving into 66th. Ian Happ was 1 for 4, hitting a dinger. His 23rd homer of the season, driving in 3, 59th, 60th, and 61st ribbies of the year. Same with the Northsiders. The next top of the morning topic. The Cubs are in Arizona for the rubber match today. It's an afternoon, a matinee affair. First pitch is at 2:40 p.m. Central. It's 12:40 out there in Arizona. You can watch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 104.3 FM or 6 p.m. The Score. The probables for today's game for the Northsiders. Matthew Boyd is on the bump. He's 8-2. The 4.15 ERA. He's going up against Eduardo Rodriguez. Eduardo Rodriguez for the D-backs. He's 13-4 with a 2.61 ERA. Gonna be a tough one. Both of our teams are dealing with a rubber match today. The next top of the morning topic. Sky. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Sky falls to the sun. Well, isn't the sky bigger than the sun? Because the sun's in the sky. I'm kidding. Yeah, the sky fall to the Connecticut Sun, 87-81. Man, King Booker World. You check in yet, Papa? King Booker World, you must have had a talk with your future ex-wife. Camila Cardoso leads the Chicago Sky with 24 points and 13 rebounds. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. Azura Stevens contributed 18-5 in the losing effort. Sky just can't get it together. That franchise is cursed. That franchise is cursed. I honestly don't know what can be done. They still don't have their practice facility. If I'm not mistaken, their practice facility still isn't done over in Bedford Park. Like, how is it possible? You know, all the owners are all millionaires. You've all bought into that. Why is that not done? Why is that not done? You know, I just don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, you're upset that many free agents don't want to come here. Well, this is why. This is the type of Bush League shenanigans that leads stars to stay away from Chicago. That leads stars to want to get out of Chicago. Della Don, Kalia Copper, Finals MVP. The WM MVP wanted to leave. Even Courtney Vandersloot left. This is the type of bullshit that makes teams toxic. And the taboo. People don't want to come here. And then you got a half-assed or half-built, half-completed practice facility. Yeah, you talk about, we're gonna have one of the top-of-the-line practice facilities in the WNBA. Okay, well, get it done. Get it done. You want to bring top-notch, top-quality free agents? Get it done. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. You know what the issue is. Right? The issues around you and the reasons people didn't want to play here, common knowledge. It's not a secret. And you continue to do the same dumb shit year in and year out. Every time. Because that would be dope. You have the brand new practice facility, one of the best in the WNBA. Chicago sells itself. Come on now, damn it. Summertime Shy. All they got to do is walk around, go to a festival, go down to Navy Pier, go to Millennium Park, go to Grant Park, go to one of our steakhouses, go to one of our Italian restaurants, go to one of our Mexican restaurants, go to a rooftop here, go to Cindy's, go to the J. Parker over on Clark, right across the street from Lincoln Park. Go to VU on Cermak. Hit one of these rooftops. It sells itself. And people don't want to come here because the organization is trash. There's no leadership. There's no follow through. And listen, I don't give a rat's ass. You want to be a professional sports owner? Then you're going to get the heat. You're going to get this work just like all the other owners in the city get. From the McCaskies to the Ricketts to Reinsdorf to the Wurtzes. You'll get this work just like they do. You want equality? Here it is. You want to be treated equal? Here it is. You're a trash organization and you need leaders. Better leadership. You need leaders in that ownership group. You know what? I'm gonna take a look at all the people that the Sky had that left. Or that they traded away. Why you traded Kalia Copper away? I have no idea. Why you let Angel Reese get away? I have no idea. And I get it. She was loud. She was unapologetic. But guess what? She came from a winning program. Well, they had shit down at LSU. They treated their players back, and the facilities were second to none. To come here just so they could go practice at the old Berto Center, which is now a public park, a public facility. The flights where they had to fly commercial. Stand in line, go through TSA like everybody else. You're making what? 65, 70,000? $70,000 a year as a professional basketball player in the States, when you could. This is why the girls played overseas. You get millions. It's an embarrassment. It is a God-blessed embarrassment what this organization is. Not has become, is, because it's been like this for a long, long time. Hell, we can get Jason on here, Jason Palmer, and he'll tell you he's been covering them since their inception. And there's always been nonsense, all this bullshit, some type of bullshit every single year. You know, you win the championship, and then you don't build on it. You don't make key moves. You don't make acquisitions. You're very fortunate to get the two draft picks. You got Angel Reese and you got Ella Cardoso. You traded Angel Reese because she kept saying this organization's trash. Criticize her teammates, which you don't do. But listen, when you come from a situation, and I'm not saying she went about it the right way, but where was the lie? Where was she lying? Because when listen, you may not like her because of her attitude. You may think she's a diva, which she is. You may think she's entitled because she is. But she's a hell of a ball player. And you can make fun of her for the me bounds and all this other stuff. But guess what? She's a winner. And she wants to play with winners. She wants great players want to play with other great players. You want to be able to know, hey, if I kick it out to you, you're going to hit a 3. Because I'm getting a double-double. When they collapse on me, good fundamental basketball deems that I kick it out to you. And you, as a professional, need to knock shots. She want to play with some dogs. She want to play with mugs like her. And I don't blame her. How she went about it, that's the issue. That's the issue. She was very overt about it. She did not care. Teammates got upset. But that's an indictment of the general manager. Go get me better players. Go get us better players. Go get us better facilities. We just won the WNBA title, and we don't have a place to practice. I'm talking about practice. God, I want to go see a game soon, but man. I don't know. Listen, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take another break. On the other side of the break, we got a lot to talk. We got baseball to talk, we got football to talk. I'm fired up to talk that with you guys. Fired up. You have no idea. So we're going to talk some baseball and some football for the last 30, 40 minutes. So keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Everybody in a work zone is someone's somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Hammered right field, and you can't forget it. Out of here. Right field, Ian Happ, a 3-run blast. And the Cubs lead by that many. What a plate appearance.
It's that time.
Little flare into left field. That's falling. That's a base hit. Suzuki around third. On his way to the plate. He's in. Michael Busch, an RBI single into left. And the Cubs add on. It's 4-0.
Whoa, welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. Those were the Northsiders. The Northsiders yesterday. Yeah. Had a rough one. Yeah. I walked off in the 9th. So it was a tough one. Tough one. Hopefully you guys can win today. Hopefully you guys win today and take the series. Sorry. I had to send some over to Steve real quick. But let's get into some baseball. Cubs yesterday had a lead, and the bullpen could not hold it. You know, that's the frustrating part when you're a pitcher. It's why you got to be a close team. All right, because as a starting pitcher, you're pissed. If you're Clay Holmes, you go 7 innings. 2 hits. 2 hits through 7 innings. 2 hits through 7 innings of scoreless baseball. Turn it over to the setup man. Turn it over to the closer. And call it a day. Well, Daniel Palencia, just came off the IL, comes in the 8th inning, two-thirds of an inning. Two hits, 3 runs, all earned, 1 punch out, 1 walk. So you go into the bottom of the 9th, up 4-3. Jacob Webb comes in, blows the save. You know, this is a game that you should have had. This is a game that you should have had. And I don't see with games like this, it's not going to help you catch the Brewers. You had that game. You're 4-0. 4-0 after 6. You had it. 7th inning, Clay Holmes still keeping them shut out. Goose-egged. And how many pitches did he throw? 93. You know, it bothers me. Why, in this era of advanced technology and training routines and systems, why a pitcher can't go 100, 110, 115 pitches? Pardon the landscapers out here figuring they got to cut down a damn tree. Jesus Christ. But it blows my mind. With all the advancement in technology, pitchers can't go 110, 120 pitches. You have pitchers in the 70s, 80s, and 90s going 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 innings, 12 innings. We can't do it now. When these athletes are bigger, faster, stronger, should be more durable, but they're not. It's amazing. You know, there are some rotations that when you take the mound, you're looking to go 7+. Or let me say, there used to be rotations. When you got the ball, you know you're going 7+. If I'm taking out, if I don't complete the game, I'm probably getting taken out in the 8th. In the 8th or after the 8th is when they'll take me out. Have a guy get a 4-out, 3-out, a 4-out or 5-out save. But nope, not anymore. Not because analytics said this, analytics said that. Fuck out of here. You got specialists, guys are getting paid millions and millions of dollars to come on twice a week, 3 times a week, and then you blow it. Like, baseball is the worst sport. You get paid millions and millions to fail 70% of the time on offense. 70% of the time you fail, you're considered a superstar. And you're worth 30, 40, 50 million. %70 of the time, if you fail, you're a star. Unbelievable. I don't know where this went wrong and why pitchers can only go 6 innings, 5 innings. But it's a disgrace to athletes. And the thing is, you tell pitchers, and they believe it. Oh, I can't do this. You know, 3rd time through the lineup, yeah, that's when they're going to get me. You start putting stuff in people's heads, it manifests. But the Cubs got to do a better job, man. Cubs got to do a better job. You know, you're 5.5 out of the division lead. Luckily, you got 7 games with Milwaukee in the next couple of weeks. You got to come out of that 5-2. At least. Because 4-3 gives you a game. You go 4-3, it gives you a game. And you'll be 4.5 out. You go 5-2, that gives you 3 games. That gives you 3 games, you'll be 2.5 out. if you're still only 5.5 out when you face them. You're almost 20 games. You're 19 games over 500. Palencia, it's a bad day at the office, but you can't have bad days down the stretch. You can't. You're on IL for how long? You're not coming in strong. You're not coming in on a mission to make up for lost time. You're not coming in fresh. You're out most of the season. You come in, you get shelled. Don't even get me started about openers, Junior. Pitcher that can't start a game and need an opener to pitch the first it is. Why can't you pitch the first? Why? You don't hurt your feelings because you got to face a guy who's really, really strong, can hit the ball really, really far. You get scared. Is that what it is? Talk about the wussification of America. There it is. Seeping into sports. Professional sports. With an opener. The fuck opener? This is what we've done to our athletes. Our kids. We soften them. We pussify them. No, don't face this. Hey, we'll put an opener for you. So you don't got to face the big, bad, mean first, second, and third batters. Maybe even the fourth. You don't got to face those big meanies because they might hit you really hard and hurt your feelings. What kind of nonsense is that? If you're a competitor, compete, damn it. You're getting paid millions of dollars, then freaking compete. So whoever came up with that bullshit is an idiot. You know, and I know it's get off my lawn, Shawn, but damn it. Stop worrying about throwing 175 miles an hour. Worry about control. Worry about pinpoint accuracy. How about that? Greg Maddux didn't throw 95, 100. Mark Burley didn't throw 95, 100. Avery, John Smoltz, those guys didn't throw 95, 100. Mariano Rivera didn't throw 100. He had one pitch. He had one pitch, a cut fastball. That was it. And one of the greatest, if not the greatest reliever of all time. There's an old Asian saying, and I'm probably misquoting it, but it goes something like this. Don't fear the man who practices 1,000 moves one time. Fear the man who practices one move 1,000 times. Get good at it. Work on your control. Stop trying, and that's the thing. Stop trying to throw 100 miles an hour. That ball goes a lot further when it gets tattooed. And at this level, guys can catch up to your 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. What they have a problem with is sliders diving out of the zone. Heading to the bottom of the zone, diving out. It bothers me. That's one of the biggest things. So that's why I was a big. I lost a lot of love for baseball. Because of stuff like this. Look, I get it. Football is a violent sport. CTE. All right, knee injuries, back injuries, neck injuries, paralysis. I get it. I understand. I understand why you've softened that sport. I don't like it, but I understand it. Why are you softening baseball? Why? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And my Southsiders, I'm excited where we're at. I'm excited what we're doing. I really am. But I mean, we're only 2.5 games up on Cleveland. Detroit's falling back to 7. Minnesota's at 5.5. Detroit coming back up again. You know, Will Venable is an old school guy. His dad played in the league. He played in the show. And he holds his players accountable. Like he was held accountable when he played. His father was held accountable when his father played. He's an old soul, which is why this team has done so well, which is why this team doesn't give up. Because he played when the purses and the contracts weren't as lucrative anywhere near. Now the average salary is over $1 million. You just sit on the bench and play 25, 30 games a year, and you're making over $1 million. And you're traveling throughout the summer, city to city to city. Our White Sox are in a good spot. You know, the one thing, and this is why I love Will Venable as this team's manager. Because good or bad, you flush that game, it's over. You celebrate it tonight, when you wake up in the morning, it's over. We got a new day, we have a new game, focus on the new game. Which, as I said on Monday, that's why the White Sox were the last team in baseball to have a 4-game losing streak. Because they're easily able to separate and compartmentalize a bad loss. That was a bad loss. It's over, behind us. Yesterday does not affect today. And that comes from Will Venable. Black Diamond checking in. What's up, Papa? How are you? He's like top of the morning. It's 2.5 game lead. I don't know if we play the Tigers anymore. Come on, silly. We play the Twins. We play the Twins Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got the Astros. Damn. So we got the Twins Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got the Astros Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then we have the Twins again. We're in Minnesota first. Then we're home September 4th, September 5th, and September 6th against the Twins. Then we're home against the Pirates. Go to St. Louis for the Cardinals. The Guardians, who slipped. And we got Detroit September 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. Wow, 4-game set. That's going to do wonders. That's going to do wonders in September. We just got to maintain that lead till we get to the team that's directly behind us, and right now that's Detroit. We got to wait till the middle of September. Middle of September, we can really put some distance if they don't fall off themselves. But you got to just keep winning series, and you got to continue winning series starting today. Take today's game, Take the series 2-1. That's all we need. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. 2 games to 1, 2 games to 1, 2 games to 1 is all we need. Miguel Vargas is a guy. Let me see something. What does he have? Here. Miguel Vargas. He'd have to go on a tear. Miguel Vargas has 12 stolen bases. Yeah. I don't know if he'll get 20. Because he's fast enough, and maybe that's what he should work on. Because how dope would it be for Miguel Vargas to reach 30-30? He's going to hit 30. He's going to hit 30 home runs. He's got 29, I'm going to say. Yeah, 29 homers. So he's going to hit 30. How dope would it be for him? And I'll tell you what, quiet as kept. Munetaka Murakami, first of all, he needs to start hitting homers. He's hit a little slump. He's hit a little slump. He's at 29 homers as well. He's got 16 stolen. I'm sorry. No. Nope, that was Montgomery in front of him. Yeah, he's only got 1 stolen base, so he's not 30. He's not anywhere near that. But Miguel Vargas could be a 20-20 guy, 30-30 guy if he ran more. You got singles. Stretch him. Just go. Put pressure on the defense. Listen, you get 30-30. You fool around with 30-30 every year. Man, come contract time, let me tell you, that goes a long way. Because if you're a consistent 30-30 guy, you have a good chance to hit 40-40. And maybe that's what he needs to work on is a straight line speed. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. For us, like the Cubs, our bullpen is the make or break unit. Are we going to continue to give up runs late? Or can we come in and shut them down? Cue up Public Enemy. Because that's the biggest problem that the White Sox have, just like the Cubs. Your bullpen. The bullpen is shaky at best. Thanks, Steve-O. So we'll see. We'll see heading into the final stretch. I'm telling you, if they don't win the division, it will be very, very, very disappointing. Very disappointing. You're at 68 and 62 right now. I'm sorry, 69 and 62. So 120, you have 29 games left. How many of those can you win? Because if you keep winning series, you're going to end up 89 and 72. That's only one. 89 or 90 and 72. Keep winning series. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. I don't know about you guys, but I am fired up. I'm really fired up about Saturday. Although I'm a little distraught with all the injuries that are taking place yesterday in practice. Darnell Wright, newly inked contract. Went out, walked off the field. With a trainer. Hopefully it's not nothing bad. Remember, he tore his UCL. That's this ligament right in here. He needed Tommy John surgery. He went back in the game. The day he tore it. It was tough. That can never be questioned. But we have to get these other guys back. I'm telling you, the situation with Kyler Gordon is beyond tense. You know, I don't think he wants to be out. My question is, what are you doing? What have you done? Why did this happen again? You were here all offseason. You were here. How the hell do you get a soft tissue injury here? You're working out at the facility. You're hanging out at Hallis Hall. How did you get a soft tissue injury? That's keeping you out. That's kept you out of camp. Like you had to be, you're in front of the Bears trainers and strength coach and speed coaches and explode. You're here. So what the hell were you doing? Because that's a huge part of our defense, having him as a nickelback. A huge part. And now you saw they put Malik Muhammad there and he was getting burned. Guess what? It's a tough position to play. Kyler Gordon got burned when he first started a couple of years ago. And they stuck with him. Hey kid, it's going to be tough, but you're going to get better. And that's what they're hoping happens with Malik Muhammad. He just gets better. But you can't expect him to be as savvy and as dangerous a weapon as Kyler Gordon is in Malik's first year in the league. Just can't. He's trying to learn the league. He's trying to learn plays. And then you got to get acclimated. See, people don't understand. There's a lot of shit that goes on. Like you come here, you got to find a house. You got to find a place to live. You got to find a car. You got to get your routes together, your routine. You got to get some sense of normal, which is why a lot of kids, a lot of young men will have their moms move in or their parents. Sometimes it's just mom, but some have their parents. You got a big enough house, and their parents will move in for a while just so they can get some sense of normal. So there's a lot of Malik Muhammad's plate. Now, I don't know the young man, and some people are more independent than others. But this generation, you never know. You never know how much they really rely on their parents. They can't do shit without them. So there's an adjustment period. And then the playbook is different. A lot more terminology, just different terminology from what you're used to, especially if you've been at one school. Different coverages, different responsibilities, some of the same responsibilities. It's just a lot. We saw how Caleb last year said he was drowning. with all the stuff that Ben Johnson gave him. This year, it's night and day. He understands it. The receivers understand it. Caleb makes corrections, corrects the receivers when they're wrong. So I hope he comes around soon, because I don't know when Kyler Gordon's going to be ready. I don't. You know, he posted a video last week or 2 weeks ago, maybe even 3 weeks ago now, of him working out. Why? Why? No one gives a shit if you're working out. You better be training and rehabbing. Get your ass back on the field. You better be training and rehabbing. Get on the field. You just signed a huge contract last year. You played only 4 games of the season. After you signed that massive contract, they need you to play. Your team needs you to play. Don't worry about the coaches in the organization. Your teammates need you to play. And you're letting them down. This is a complete letdown. You let your teammates down when you miss. When you're out. And now they got to put other people in situations they're not used to. They wanted to bring Malik Muhammad along. Can't do that now. Don't get me wrong, it has its benefits. Baptism by fire, but he's still going to get burned. So Kyler Gordon's situation is something else. Then the left tackle position. Man, I am disappointed in Jedrick Wills. Big time. I really wanted him to take control of the left tackle position. I really wanted him to do that. He didn't. Black Diamond says, Shawn, I don't think Kyler is doing this on purpose. Frustrating, absolutely, but something tells me that they're holding him out. We'll see Saturday. We'll see Saturday. Reason I say it, because you're going to want to have this guy get some preseason snaps. Even if it's one series, just to get out there, get comfortable, get acclimated with your new teammates. You got 2 new safeties. One of them's done for the year. You got a rookie safety. You got another veteran safety. So you got new safeties back there. You want to get some chemistry and some familiarity with how they play. Damn. We talked about Caleb taking the check down. That pass to Lovin, he could have checked it down, but he didn't. And that's the dichotomy of that's the bitch of this whole thing. You want him to take chances because he can make those throws, those plays, but you also want him to do the boring. You know, he's got to understand. He has to get rid of that mentality, that gunslinger mentality, and say, I only need to put the cape on late in the game. I need to focus on my completion, my accuracy, my completions during quarters 1 through 3. And if after quarters 1 through 3, I need to put the Superman cape on, I'll put the Superman cape on. But until then, the boring, the monotonous, he's got to do that on a consistent basis, because it's only going to help him improve his longevity, not taking hits, not taking sacks, not taking personal fouls. Get rid of the ball quickly. Let your playmakers make the plays, and you still get all the yards. if he truly has adopted that and really gone this offseason focusing on hitting the checkdowns and the easy stuff, the boring, yeah, you'd be surprised how productive boring is. King Book of Worlds, like the difference between us and the rest of these punk ass fans is we don't use the injuries as an excuse. No, we don't. We don't. Especially when that was the same injury over and over again. Soft tissue shit. Come on now. Come on. Stop it. Stop it. After your first soft tissue injury, you should be making sure you're stretched out properly and you're hydrated so you don't pull muscles. So you don't tweak muscles. You're properly stretched and you're properly hydrated. Not necessarily in that order. Listen, real quick, I don't know what you guys are doing Saturday, but the Smoke Fellas are back, baby. They are back. Watch this.
Okay, let's go.
The Humidor's Cigar, Sports and Cigars podcast. This is the one Lucky had on. We put on for Lucky yesterday. All right, this Saturday at Tap That Ash Cigar Lounge, 12 to 2 is the show. Got two cigar minimums. You got to buy 2 cigars when you go there. All right, they'll be posting up inside or broadcasting from inside. It's also Men's Health Day. They'll have men's health screenings, for all men. And it's just a great thing, man. And it's great that they're doing this for the community. It's great that they're doing this, to benefit the culture, their people. You know, our people need it. And it's always cool to smoke cigars with them and drink with them. But let's make sure we're taking care of our health as well. So blood pressure checks, sugar checks, health resources, and more. They're at Tap That Ash Cigar Lounge, 11151 South Halsted. 11151 South Halsted. That's this Saturday. It's going to be a blast. Whew, I cannot wait. Come on out if you can. Come on out if you can. Support the Smoke Fellas. Support me and on Sports Zone Chicago. Buy some swag. I'm gonna bring some cigar. I'm gonna bring some shirts there as well. So come on out. All right. Speaking of that, make sure you get your Sports Zone Chicago gear. All right, get your Sports Zone Chicago hats, hoodies, quarter zips, Sports Zone Chicago t-shirts. Bears Victory Monday, Cigar Fanatic. Make sure you get those. Here's our people. Hashtag Coaching Matters. Hashtag FGB. Hashtag Coaching Matters. Get that. Let people know. Good, better, best hoodies. Good, better, best t-shirts. FGB t-shirts. You get hats as well. Get your Sports Zone Chicago swag now. Ready for the Bear season. Now, let's talk about this. According to Jordan Schultz, it says the Bears have had trade discussions involving defensive tackle GervonDexter, and there are multiple scenarios where a deal could get done sending him to a new team. Dexter is still 24 years old, started all 17 games last season, and has 13.5 career sacks, 42 hits. He is in the final year of his rookie deal. If this is the case and they get rid of him, that says a lot about the Vanilla Gorilla and what he's done. And Nev Gallimore, they feel confident with those guys moving forward to let Gervon go or to trade Gervon for another draft pick. All right, it's the best you get. Third, maybe a second. You're going to need someone who needs some D-line help. Talk to them. And then also on the news front, the Bears rivalry jerseys came out, and I freaking hate them. They are so terrible. Okay? We were all anticipating and hoping and praying for the polar bear outfits, or unis. All right, here you got DeAndre Swift, blue and orange. They look like college uniform. They look like University of Illinois, which the Chicago Bears drew their colors from, or the Syracuse Orangemen. Is it? I can't say that anymore. Syracuse Orange, whatever. I like the 3 stripes on the sock. I like the George Stanley Hallis GSH patch. They wore that in 83 when George Hallis passed away. On the inside, it has Monsters of the Midway inside the collar. I think it's pretty dope. As dope as it can be, I still wanted those all-white polar bear outfits, uniforms. Hideous. Hideous, hideous, hideous. Don't like them. Too collegey. Too. Just don't like them. Don't like them. Wearing them on December 25th. Yeah, Christmas for you, buddy. I just don't like them. Your thoughts. Your thoughts. You can check me on. Oh, damn. Black Diamond says, and unfortunately, Shawn, I did not get the weekends off. Work politics. See, even Black Diamond's like, they're okay, I guess. That's what people are saying. You're not saying people, you don't hear people saying, those are fire, those are this, those are that. Of course, you have one or two. But they used to chew on paint chips. The majority of fans are like, no. Because it looks like the University of Illinois or Syracuse. King Booker Rose says, I haven't liked any team's rival jerseys since they started doing them. I like the Bears. The Bears were, I thought a couple of those were dope. If the Bears went to that polar bear look with the white helmet and the bear's head on each side, woo, that'd be sharp. That'd be tough. That'd be tough. Whew, that'd be tough. But nope, they screwed us over this time. Screwed us over. And we have to deal with this nonsense. Not a big fan. But Saturday is the day, the last preseason game. Last chance for some people. Their football dream ends on Saturday for some people. Others, it continues. So it's going to be a great game to watch. I would assume. Actually, you know what? Let me not assume. Caleb may or may not play. All depends on the work they get in the joint practice tomorrow. That's the issue. Ben might say, yeah, play them 2 series. Or nope, they've done enough in practice, in the joint practices. So we'll see. Like Diamond says, if you're going on alternate, it should have at least went with the bear on the top of the football decal on the helmet. Yeah, I didn't like that one. I don't like that one. I like the bear's head, like you see in the upper left-hand corner. Upper right-hand corner, I'm sorry. The bear's head, I love that one. That'd be a dope side helmet decal. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. But listen, a couple hours is coming and gone. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and rocking with me, baby. Rocking with me. We had a lot of good conversation. We had Cubs, Sox, Sky. Rick's probably too high. That's what he fell asleep. He's asleep right now. That's why he's not on. Damn, bro, I fell asleep. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I will see you Friday. The good Lord will and the creek don't rise. I'll see you Friday. We have a lot more to talk. Pocket and sword conversation. It's funny. It's funny. Well, listen, you guys have a great day. It's going to be about 80 today. High 70s, low 80. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Oh, high of 83 out here in Orland. In Chicago, it's going to be a high of 81. Always cooler but in Chicago because I'm further away from the lake. Get out there. Hey, happy hour. It's Wednesday's hump day. Maybe you need a drinky drink. Grab some appetizers. Meet up with some people. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. Remember that. All right, guys, you have a great day. I'll see you guys on Friday. So from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and I am out.
Come on, race the race.